I love to be famous. I love doing what I'm doing, and I never want to do anything else ever.
I was a bit bored in America because I hate it when it gets into a routine. I hate that. I just think, I might as well do a 9-to-5 job.
I feel responsible for. I feel that I'm doing this not just for me but for them as well now.
I was happy in America with just the four of us. I thought that it worked very well. But I did lose a friend.
The lady downstairs told me that they were here on tour, so I come up here and see if they could give me their autograph. I've never met anybody famous before, that's why I want to meet them. I liked them ever since they first started.
Who?
Spice Girls.
Oh, what's that, a rock group or something? Coming from England, I think.
Hello.
Hello.
We've arrived.
No?
Finally.
Thanks. And I wore my top especially.
So much.
All right.
Bye.
So we're here now.
We're here in Miami,
How long was the flight? 9 hours.
so we feel really good.
9 hours.
Well, those girls, what do they call them, Spice Girls? Well, they're performing tonight at the by the fairgrounds. I don't know whether they'd let you guys in. They're sold out. You know, they're like the Beatles. You remember the Beatles?
Why 100?
I'm going to see my role models performing, doing what they do, and something I would love to do, and something I love them for doing. I want to see sparks and fire and yelling and music, everything. They're just amazing. Everything they do is what I'm here for.
Usually, if you have too much chroma, that's the least of your worries.
Fine.
You know, that's what you're saying, right? Yes. Yeah, we can take it down.
What else can I do? Are there any suggestions from audio that you can offer me?
No.
Hello. Sit down. Would you like to? Absolutely. Chairs. Can we get some chairs? Okay, girls. Hey! With Geri leaving the group only 2 weeks ago, did you folks have to go into overdrive to get ready?
We actually had 2 hours before one of the shows in Oslo that we got the show together, and the show went absolutely fantastically well. So we have had a little bit of extra rehearsals, but you know, we're very proud of each other. We worked hard.
All right, let's move down to you, because now I hear like you're dating some guy you dated when you were in 5th grade or something. No?
You need to do your research again. That's completely wrong.
Really? Who is it? Who are you dating now?
Somebody, a very nice man. Why?
You're not giving it up, are you?
No, I'm not.
Girls, can I get a picture?
$45 a head they paid here. This is sold out just like so many of the other 39 cities that are out there. They sold out almost immediately as soon as the tickets went on sale because people have been waiting for this, and it was after that that Ginger said no more. So now 80% of the Spice Girls will be performing tonight, and we'll see if they have the staying power to make up for that missing 20%. Back to you.
It's driving you. Guess I'm better. I said, ooh, do you think you are? Do you think you are? I said, ooh, some kind of superstar. I've got to swing it, shake it, move it, make it, who do you think you are? Stick it, prove it, show me how good you are. Swing it, shake it, move it, make it, who do you think you are?
To finally get on tour was more than anything was a relief, I think, because when you want to do music, you want to write music and you want to perform, that is all you want to do. You just want to be on stage singing your stuff. But to be in the music industry, it's just not like that. And what you really want to do, you don't get much chance to do. You know what I mean? You spend a lot of time doing promotional trips and, you know, a lot of TVs when you'd have to mime to, and it's just, it's still fun. The whole thing is fun, but to finally get on tour is what it's all about, really.
It's like spending your life in a world, you know, that you know really doesn't exist. You know, it's completely different to what you're used to at home. You're told where to be at a certain time. You're looked after constantly. You know, you look after yourself as well constantly. You have to, like, you know, try and keep out of trouble if you can. And it's a world that when you actually do get back home, it's sometimes very difficult to, you know, to readjust back into the world that you know at home.
There wasn't enough time on the plane to be able to sleep. All it was, you could just get on and eat. It kind of destroys your skin and kind of makes you dehydrated and more tired, I think. You could travel on the bus. I mean, sometimes I went on the bus. It was actually quite enjoyable because you get to have a sleep instead of like a 40-minute journey, then get up and then go and sleep. At least once you're on the bus, it might take you, 12 hours to get somewhere, but at least you're on there for good until you arrive.
Let's go hit Orlando.
Oh. There's a rat.
Gotta go with the flow, you know. No bum shots, please.
Radio Disney just played Mark and Zippy on our quest to meet the Spice Girls, and we've met them. Hello!
Hello! Hi.
Now, first of all, I want to ask you guys, what's it like to be a Spice Girl?
It is really good fun. You know, that's one thing that we always have. We go to lots of countries, you know, meet lots of different fans, and, you know, we just have a good time, don't we?
Me and Mel C are usually higher. Then you've got Victoria and Mel who do middle, and also Mel B does low, and Geri also does low.
Yeah, yeah. Actually, he's playing in the World Cup.
Is he really?
Yeah.
Nice. Are you going to be? Well, no, you're not going to get to see any of it at all.
No, I mean, you know, me and Melanie watch it on the television.
Nice girls, though. I think they dug us. Do you think they dug us? I hope so.
But it's tough on today, right? And I thought, oh, you know, Americans will love that USA because I've got this really important press conference. And we get there and it's a press conference for South America. It's not even USA, is it?
Good evening, USA.
So I went down there, yeah. And I got given an Argentina top, which didn't go down well.
Exercise 10. 9-note scale.
The trouble with touring is that when you're on stage, you do forget to use all your technique. You will forget. But if you have a basic foundation, those nights when you think, oh God, I can't hit that round, I can't hit that note, you can draw on all your experience of working your diaphragm to get your notes out. You can draw from all those things to help you through that gig, and then the next gig, and then the next gig.
Come on.
each one of those voices has a separate character, and you have to work within the capabilities of that person and that part of their character, of their voice, and pull out the best you can from that part of their voice. And from the beginning of the tour, you know, it's not been an easy job with the girls. They're in rehearsals, they're all bubbly and lively, and I've got, come on girls, we've got to do this now, we've got to do this part, and sometimes it's quite a bit of a task.
This is my new costume. I didn't realise actually how flary this was. We all match now. In fact, red, look, Rastafari.
Baby needs to burp.
Red, gold and green.
No, yeah.
What did you do?
These are for my ears.
You push her out.
So I can hear exactly how really well I'm singing or not. Quite interesting bit of information here. Usually I have one earpiece, but because the crowd are screaming so loud, they're screaming at 110 decibels tonight, so I have to have two.
This is our security Andy, and he's got burns. Andy Lobster. Ready, red legs, we call him.
But we just like to show you Brother Vern in the background.
Brother Vern in the back.
Brother Vern. And here we got JP Brits Abroad.
Brit Abroad, JP.
Brit Abroad.
Hey!
Ever?
Who knows all the latest Chaz and Dave songs?
It's about 80 people, 12 trucks, 9 buses. That's a lot of people to move between city to city. When the trucks arrive in the morning at 8 o'clock in the morning, you know, it takes from 8 o'clock in the morning till 4 o'clock to get everything ready. I mean, it's on a very strict schedule, so I mean, anything can happen. You know, equipment breaking, you know, just basically the timing not going right, things not going in the right order as it should do. There's very little margin for error in the day.
All that joy, this I swear. Last time we had this conversation, I decided we should be friends. Hey, but now, around in circles, tell me, will this deja vu never end? And now you tell me that you fall out of love, but I never thought that would be. Hey, this time you gotta take it easy, don't put too much emotions at me.
That black woman. That was Pat. Remember who did our makeup that time? Pat McGrath.
Oh, this is MTV. Yeah, I like this.
Do all men use urinals, or do some of them go in toilets just to pee? I couldn't get me geared out in front of a complete stranger. Do you know what I mean?
Sometimes I'm up till 4 o'clock in the morning because it is so hard just to sit in bed and say, I've just done a show in front of 18,000 people and I'm going to go to sleep now. It's like, you know, it's very hard. Only us four get that high on stage that nobody can ever understand. You know, this amazing sort of high from all these kids and they're singing your music.
We've always wanted to be on Sesame Street.
Sesame Street. We'd like to do Friends. What other stuff? We'd like to do all the movies, wouldn't we?
Yeah. Yeah.
It's
Mel wants to do Baywatch.
It's because I've got such huge breasts. He's got a mask on and a white face. You're gonna miss it, you're gonna miss it.
Hello.
Last night, after me and Victoria watched a really scary movie, I had to, you know, because we were watching, I had to take her up to bed and check all of every cupboard and everything.
Well, I went to Disneyland yesterday,
World,
Disney
yeah.
World, and it was wicked. Is our car here? Good say. Whose is that?
Oh yes, our limo. Oh no, our bus.
How long have you been
Annoying people. I've been here for about 12 years now. Yeah. I've been in the spice bubble for about 14 months, as we're now in August. And it's great, you know, it's protected by all this amniotic fluid in the spice bubble, and you just bounce around in it, and, you know, you're protected. It's great. You never have to think about the real world. You never have to go to the supermarket. You never have to make your bed. You know, that's great. I love it. May it never end. Long may they reign and employ me.
Oh, so what are you doing there? Football. World Cup.
JP's the master phone technician at the moment. The old ones just didn't do, couldn't call home or couldn't call anywhere. And some of the other phones that we had was just wouldn't call in certain states. And I think when you're with these girls, they need to call anywhere, anytime, anyhow. So we've got new balloons.
I'm going to do this one. And that is it, because I can sweat a lot, you see, so you can't put a lot on them. Done. More lashes, though. The hard bit is making everything stay. So, like, a day for us is getting up, we all go down the gym, and then we all get on the bus, we go to a studio, so we make them up for the studio, which is normal makeup, and then we come to here, to the venue, and it's all hot and stuffy, and then, you know, you just kind of take it off, start again, or pile more on, and make it stay for the actual show.
I want to go home. Emma, look what I've done. Emma.
Hi.
Oh, that's lovely.
Why do you want to go home? I'm fed up now.
Well, let's cry.
Enough
Go
now.
on, get some tears out.
You get some tears out for the camera.
Home soon.
10 weeks, 35 shows.
That's ages away.
No, it's not. Look, see this? This is America, right? We've done this bit. We've got to do that bit. And we've really got all that to do.
No, don't get me wrong, I love it, but I want to go and have a barbecue in my garden with my mum.
Tell you what, should we organise a barbecue tomorrow?
Hello.
Come in. Yeah.
Melanie, look at my foot. That looks nice.
I did it myself.
That is lovely. Tell you who's got that in stenciling.
Not Madonna.
Is Naomi Campbell on the catwalk.
We are
All
living
stenciled here.
the spice world, really.
There's a kind of
I mean, we don't come across
parallel
anybody
universe.
else at all. You know, the hotel we're in for that day, literally a day, and the crew at large, which is about 80, 90 people.
Yeah.
And us lot, we're a core group of about 10 people, and we travel together and do everything together, and that is our world. And you know, the only contact we have with our own lives is on the phone, really. And that's it for 6 months. We've had 2 weeks off in between, 3 months and then a block of 3 months. But at least on the European leg, we could like go home and just go home, even if it was for the night. Then it was just brilliant. You know, we were all so excited. Oh, we're going home, you know. And but now we're not going home for ages. It's like we're counting the days.
I've always wanted to live here from the first time that I came here about 2.5 years ago. It's just the place. It's so cool here. Really, it's like so down to earth and urban and raw. It's not like LA where it's all a bit false and tacky. Here's like the street people, real life people. I just want a room, a studio room, where I can have a bed there, kitchen there, nothing like major, because I've got that in London. So I just want somewhere where I can come and just chill out. Is this the place?
This is it.
So how many people live in this block of buildings?
I'll be back
20. Oh, it's not too many people.
No, this is it. This faces west, so you get very good light for most of the day here.
Okay.
And it's very sunny.
Did it? What's this then? What is this? Heater, air conditioning.
This here and in there. Oh.
That?
Yes.
Is that like air conditioning box?
Yes.
And this is another bedroom.
This is another bedroom. This wall, though, is not structural, so this could be taken down and you could open up your whole living area into a much bigger room. This is the fancy bathroom.
None of them have got a shower, have they?
Like full shower, no. They have, this is the jacuzzi thing, so.
And that's it?
And that's it. 2 bedrooms, 2.5 baths.
Greetings, Melanie. If you have a moment, please put an autograph on the paper.
Oh, I'm sorry.
How many?
I'm sorry.
I'll do some for them. That's all right. You're not supposed to tell them it was me coming. Should we go to the other one? Are we too early?
Yeah, there's another. No, the other one is right around the corner on 100 Prince Street. I don't know how. Would you feel comfortable enough about walking around the block, or?
I do. Do you walk in?
No, I didn't. I just meant from the standpoint of your privacy.
Hello.
Xavier, nice to meet you.
Nice little shops round here, isn't there? Hi. Hello. Hi, nice to meet you. Carol. Hi, Carol. I feel really rude looking around people's things.
Don't worry about it.
You feel nosy. This is the main bedroom. Is there a rooftop?
Yeah, there is a rooftop and it's going to be deck. You can use it.
Let me have a look at that then.
No, you can't go all the way up. We'll have to. Let me see if I can arrange that. Let me ask Carol.
Have to what?
because the elevator, we have to go to the other floor and then go back.
It's got to go through the...
Well, let me find out. I never shown the roof yet, so I have to find out. It's not finished yet. It's going to be decked. And
yeah, but I'd like to have a look at it.
Okay, hold on a second.
What's wrong is they're all poo on the floor or something. Joke.
Well, do you know what? I got this dress here ages ago, and all the stuff fits really, really nicely. And we always come here every time we go to New York, all of us. So you catch us all in here at some point today. It's very practical as well. Look, there's this little skirt here, and it's got built-in knickers.
We go to the, the Gucci, the Pradas that all the girls really like, and we even, in London, from Miss Selfridge to Prada or Gucci, anything and everything really. We don't kind of discriminate between designer wear or high street wear. Just at the end of the day, it's what if it looks good.
Kenny, I think I found something for you. We'll get him in it, don't worry about that.
Well, there's kind of a dichotomy here. I mean, there's all different types of things for anyone, so that's kind of like the draw to it, is that it's not just kind of like myopic like a normal designer store. It's all different types of atmospheres and feelings and styles, and so it's kind of like the appeal.
Oh, it's a bit high.
It's very
I've just
high.
done that. Feel my bottom.
You have to stitch the
Maybe we
split
can
down a
stitch it down a
little.
little bit.
It's great.
Quite nice, isn't it?
Yeah.
Right. One thing good.
Thank you. You know what? Before you leave, I wanted to just show you something that I thought would be really cute for your show. But this cut into a mini as a stage outfit is really
That would
cute
look
and
quite
hot.
good.
Yeah, well, something
That
to
would look
consider.
quite good. We'll have to come back
We'll
and
have to come back.
get it all
Check it
time.
out.
Maybe for
Yeah.
Spice Up Your Life or something, all of us.
It's that, like,
in them
one,
really short.
one is
yeah.
the one piece is in the head and the other piece is
Yeah.
here, and then I've cut the skirt down to a mini.
That woman was bizarre, wasn't she? How about wearing this grass skirt in your show?
I don't think
It's like,
Yeah, right. It was funny, there was four of them though.
They will.
America, it's very, very important to us. But I found it very hard being away from home. Very, very hard. It was the hardest thing that I've ever done. I'm one of these people that even though I like being on my own sometimes, I don't cope. If I hadn't have had a telephone and I hadn't have had family with me, then I'd be lying if I said that I could have got through it, because I couldn't.
When you're an artist in Britain and then to get Letterman.
Wow, man. You get Letterman?
It's like doing Des O'Connor.
No, it's not. No, it's not like doing Des O'Connor.
It is. It's the same sort of calibre, isn't it?
No,
this is much bigger.
No, this is more elite than that.
I think this goes on
Sorry, Des.
In England, you have Top of the Pops and you have TGI. And Chris Evans, essentially wraps up three of our main hosts in one. But here, David Letterman is he's constantly going to bat with Jay Leno, so it's sort of like a toss-up, depending which week who has the higher ratings. They're pretty even, I would say. But David Letterman is like the entree into that realm of nighttime TV. You've made it, you're big, and it's sort of expected of a certain level of artists that they're just going to do the show.
This is Bernie, who I've grown up with, my mum's best friend. They're both on it all the time.
Number 5, LL Cool J Phenomenal.
They had a big march here.
I'm going for the American flag.
Geri Spice came out from the building. She signed my book right here. Yesterday I went to the concert. She signed my book. She touched my hand. Okay, she touched this pen. Now I'm never going to wash my hand again. And I'm never going to wash this pen. And I have this from the Spice Girls. I have much more stuff. I have a kaleidoscope. I have everything Spice Girl. I really love the Spice Girls.
My favorite songs are Wannabe, Say You'll Be There, and If You Can't Dance. The second one is Spice World. Favorite songs are Spice World, Too Much, and...
She really loves them very much. If you wanted to have a Spice Girl fan of New York,
This is the biggest one in all of New York. You did get the correct girl. She influences everyone in her class, in her school, Spice, everything Spice. And she believes in girl power, and I believe she will be someone very important when she's big because of the Spice Girl, because of what they have taught her. To believe in yourself, to dress how you want, and just to live life in a happy way.
Fame is not about necessarily promoting you, even though that's what you end up doing. I think it's about getting across a message, which is what we did with Girl Power. You have to use fame in the right way. You have to do that. I respect Madonna because she's very expressionate. She's very open about sex, and I think we need to be more open about that in this country. You know, I'm glad them kind of people are famous. And even like you, Martin Luther King, I'm glad he was famous. Because then you need to know about these things. And in a way, I'm so glad, well, in a way, of course I am, I'm glad Spice Girls are famous, because look at all the nerves that we've hit about girl power, about female rights. Look at all the big stir we've caused. I mean, that we're talking about us in Parliament. Makes you laugh, really, doesn't it?
Where's Geri?
Where's the toilet?
There's a toilet upstairs.
I need to go to the toilet.
Well, we're in the Loft Studio in Manhattan, in New York City. And today we're doing a major photo shoot for Virgin Records. And all these shots we use for all the girls' forthcoming publicity. And it's the first major studio shot with only 4 of them.
Change, please. Because we're an hour late. So we've got to... No, I know. Well, because we're going straight on to the concert, though, Mel. That's fine. No? No, change, please. Because we'll get...
So there's them 3 getting changed,
okay.
right?
I like them to be a bit more kind of stylish in terms of kind of a bit of a change for them, development, so that each one of them's growing up a little. They still have the personality, like Scary is still outrageous, Sporty is still quite kind of, you know, sporty. I don't know whether that's the song, but a bit more kind of rock and roll as well, but kind of growing up, really. Baby is not anymore in baby doll dresses, and, you know, Posh has got several other looks apart from the boob tube dress, which is, as we all know, is a kind of staple mark.
The good thing about Dean is he knows we're all very impatient. So, you know, he'll say, can I do some pictures? And we'll say, literally, you've got 5 minutes. So he's so quick, you know. That's another reason we like working with him. Because a lot of photographers like to spend ages with their lighting and this and that. And, you know, we don't have that time and we're a bit impatient.
My hair's sticking up one bit in that picture.
Good, girls. Good. Come on, guys, you can concentrate on this for 5 minutes just to get some good shots here. Hold on.
Oh, Dean.
Like, quite spaced out, you know what I mean? Like, no, like, you know, kind of, so you're like a V, like, come towards me, like, you're not all in a straight line. Am I alright? Want you to watch my back?
Yeah, I am.
That's great, girls.
Hello, David. How art thou? Good. Nice to have you back on Spice Camp. Very happy for you both that you're here together. Let's have a look at a few of these.
Okay, you're just finishing.
Not keen on that one. God, I've got a right face on me.
Actually, there's some I don't want in there. That one where I'm eating a vial.
Yeah, okay.
I think there's better of that, Dean, don't you?
Hmm?
I think there's better of that. Hold on, there's one that's not in here which I really like.
As if I'm going to
Oh,
approve
excuse me.
that.
Excuse me. Do you want to see my one?
Yeah, but I'm sorry, Emma, it's not as bad as that. I'm a mad woman. No, you can't approve that. That's Dean, no. Dean, both of them, no way, no way.
Was it him? What's his name? Kelly. Oh. Because in the papers yesterday, her boyfriend's just beaten up with
Who?
No, Crystal Waters
and Kenny were supposed to be going.
I'm really nervous about tonight. I'm probably like there's the key dates that we've done, like Wembley and Manchester for me, and our first UK gig like in Glasgow as well. But I'm really nervous about tonight. I was really nervous about the first gig in America, the Miami gig, and tonight. But I'm super duper nervous tonight because Madonna's watching, and like she's just my idol.
It's really decent.
Yeah.
So Mel. Oh, she gets really nervous. Oh. You're gonna be girl.
Just want to do it now. Alright, waiting. It's an annoying bit, isn't it?
When we get dressed, we've got 10 minutes.
What, we've got 10 minutes left?
Yeah.
We got to stay about 30 seconds. It's alright.
The best thing about the job is actually the girls themselves. Sometimes they're great. Sometimes they're fantastic. Sometimes you want to knock them out. They're like, how can I say it? They're like 5 little sisters. If you're living with them all the time. Oh, yeah. I forgot about that one. They're like 4 little sisters. You're living with them all the time, and sometimes you just want to protect them. And you're like a brother to them, a dad, a friend, and an employee. Sometimes you want to protect them, and sometimes you just want to throw them down the stairs.
Good one, man.
I was nervous meeting Madonna, just because of the fact it's Madonna. Never been a particularly big fan of hers. You know, I respect her and what she does. A lot of these people are very temperamental. You know, that's why I know that, you know, you weren't allowed to film.
No TV, guys. No TV. James, the TV crew's in the corridor, but we've been told to shut down. Well, with our artists, it's fine, but we've also have to respect other artists as well. Now, she's come down in a private time. She's watching the show. She wants to meet the girls. That's private. If she doesn't want a camera in her face, then we've just got to go with that. If we then decide that the girls want her in the shot, it's up to the girls to ask her, say, look, do you mind being in this film, or do you mind having a picture? If she says yes or no, then you've just got to live with it. But we can't really ambush somebody that comes in. You guys are in the corridor, and it's just not right. It's their fly the wall thing, not hers. So we've got to respect that. So that's one of the main reasons we come in and say, no cameras, put it down, and that's it. She was fine. She was happy about that. There you have it, show business.
She's really lovely, actually. She's really nice, and her baby is so beautiful. We were just she doesn't get any attention anymore. It's just all the baby. No one's bothered about her. But she was lovely, really nice. She just said like good luck for the tour and stuff, and like told us like what she was up to, and asked us about Geri. Just a little girl chat.
How many folks in the house own a pickup truck? Raise your hand. I want a pickup truck. Is everybody having a good time out there in Nashville? Yeah! See, you didn't want a butt kicking, did you, huh?
Someone, baby.
I'm so glad we made it. A time will never change it. Or if you could change the rhythm. Time will never, ever change it. again? What's wrong with you?
Got them at the zoo. National Zoo, I got them.
Did you go to the zoo?
Yeah, it's brilliant. It's full of wolves. All American wolves, cougars.
You do some weird things. One minute he's at the Tom Jones concert, the next minute he's at the zoo.
The Christmas song is really sad. I cried the first time I heard it, like finished and everything. I really did cry. It's sad. Obviously it's about Geri and her leaving and going her own way.
I just couldn't believe it. It's like, we always bicker. And, you know, we're girls, you know what I mean? Everyone has little arguments and ructions and stuff. But since we got on tour, it had been cool. We'd been having such a laugh. We hadn't been rowing. We'd just been having a really good time. In fact, the day before she actually left, I remember our conversation. We were all sitting on the plane. We were flying back to England. And we were having such a giggle. And, you know, we were really being silly and having a laugh. And then, next thing I know, she's gone.
I feel like I'm going in for an audition. Yeah, I'll listen to it. And Matt, can you sing it through the thing so I can hear it? Was that good? Yeah, sometimes the easiest things are the hardest, you know. Yeah. I love you too.
She didn't give really much of an explanation to any of us. So I think we'd all be liars to say it was because of this or because of that, because nobody knows apart from her. And I wouldn't want to insult her by saying it was because of the performing or the singing or the dancing. At the end of the day, yes, she wasn't one of the most best singers or the best dancers, but I'm sure that wasn't the whole reason why she left. You know, there's more to Geri than that, I'm sure. And I suppose it's a bit annoying when all you're seen for is your lips and your boobs. Probably why she's changed her image as well.
We're very pleased with what we've done so far.
But the one thing is, it does feel like you're at home a bit, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's
you could be in Abbey Road.
Yeah. We've only really ever been in studios in London or in England or Ireland.
Yeah.
So it's a bit weird because you could be anywhere here, but you're not. You're in Nashville.
Except you get lots of food
Tennessee.
here.
It's 8 o'clock in the morning. We've just pulled up at the dock. All the trucks are here. And normally Sonia and I sit here. Tea before we face the day's onslaught. This is the bus.
House.
This is our house. Yeah, moving
Home sweet
house.
home. Lots of us live down there.
12 of us share this bus, and Stanley, our driver. It's quite a hard point now because halfway, just wishing it away, really. I want to go home.
Hey, Rocco! I'm gonna get you, see? Doo-dah. One World Cup.
First time I've been in America for like 6 years. A lot of these amphitheatres are new. I think I've played this one before. This is a good one actually. It's good size, nice and big loading dock, 6-8 trucks on it, and a nice big stage. So there's plenty of room. The problem with amphitheatres over here, the old one, there's no room to put the gear. There's no room at all. So you've got to shove it back in the trucks, or just fight over it. It's a real pain. When you've got the room, it's real easy, a lot easier. We used to come in at 6. With 12 trucks, you're going to come in at 6. But after 20 shows, I think we've done 20 shows now, 15 shows, we come in at 8. It's pretty much the same system, the same method. We've just got it down.
We'll work for anybody who pays us, basically. Brian Adams is what we usually do. Status Quo. Status Quo I do all the time. Bob Dylan. You name it. 8 years worth of pop and rock and goth bands and gay bands and anything really. Absolutely anything.
shy. They want to know what you think. Why do you like Emma? You like all of them, don't you? Listen to their music all the time. You think it'll be fun to be out there and see them live?
My daughter's 11 and her name's Marcy. Marcy Spice. And she loves the Spice Girls. She listens to them all the time. We like Mama because of the words, mother-daughter thing. And I like them because the kids like them. They're fun and happy and up.
Do it. No. Okay. I guess we'll move on to someone else. You know. Who's the little Gucci? Come on. Last chance. We'll do the thing. Look, everybody behind you wants to get in here. Rachel,
When she says about the little Gucci dress.
Stage fright.
It's her first big concert.
I like it because they have variety. It's just not your basic bebop. It's I guess basically what I'd say. It's not bebop. It has all sorts of music to it, and I enjoy it because you can listen to it and hear the words. I'm rather old-fashioned in that regard.
I think they have good music, and a lot of their words they use it's great for everybody, even for the little kids, because they don't use a lot of foul language, and that's what the little kids around in the U.S. need.
Something that everyone can get into, so all ages.
Ginger, she was my favorite.
Why was that? What was so great about it?
For one thing, she wore the British flag on all the time on the shirt that she came out. And that's why I did my face like this, because she's no longer with them. So I just did my face like this. So to show that I missed her and she was gone. And hopefully they find somebody to replace her. But that's down the road. We'll see.
Every night, as we stand behind the doors, I think to myself, I can't get through it, I can't do it, I just can't. And then as soon as the doors open and you get out there, I know it's a real cliche, but you do, and it's finished, and you just think, that was so much fun and that was just so easy. But it's really funny, even though you go to get through it every night, there's always that fear that you're not going to make it through this show.
Spoken to the local promoter, and he just said that there's a possibility of a thunderstorm in the next 20 minutes. Then it'll break, go away for about 10 or 15 minutes, and come back. And he said it could be quite severe.
Oh my gosh, it's going to be a thunderstorm and it's going to be like rained off and we're going to have to go home early.
We're located approximately here, where the tip of the point is. The rain came probably about 2, 3, 4 minutes ago, and we'll probably see a pretty heavy band of storms. Probably in the next 5 minutes it'll be raining as hard as it's going to rain.
If it gets any closer, we'll get very wet, but if the lightning gets too bad, then we'll stop the show and let the kids go home because it's too dangerous.
I'll be there.
Brilliant. One more song to do.
Yeah.
I'm having a great time. Can't wait to get home. But I like America. Some places, not all places.
There's a lot of really interesting cities. Either side of America, and in the middle is the
Middle America is just full of immigrants. It is, man. It's full of there's people there with 6 fingers. I'm telling you, you've seen it. I've seen them.
I don't know. I think it's the same for England as well. Same kind of concept, but a lot smaller scale. Because like, you've got London down south, you've got whatever. You know, normally in this middle area around here, I find that's.
Like, for example, people that come from Birmingham in England. I've never met anybody who lives in Birmingham outside Birmingham.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This is Victoria. Hello, hello, hello.
I'm Emma's worst critic, and yet, you know, I obviously shower her with love, but I will tell her the truth. I think that something's not working, she doesn't look nice, there's something wrong, I will tell her. So I think they need that honesty around them, and that, you know, someone that's going to tell them the complete truth because they love them, and not because they have to, or because they're working for them. It's all right to say. But I mean, I know that they love everybody that's around them, but I think, you know, they'll get the absolute truth from their parents. It's nice for them to, you know, like with Emma, I video things at home for her, I take photographs so that I can bring them out to her. I mean, when she was first going away, when she first said she was going away, you know, she'd pack her bag, and without her knowing, I'd slip in little notes. You know, so when she's unpacking her things, she'd have a note from her mummy, you know, or a teddy bear, or a little present, or just something that she can associate with home and think, oh. When she first went away, and the girls would tell you, she wouldn't sleep on her own. She'd go and she had this great big bed and this big room, and she'd be, I don't want to be on my own. So, you know, one of the girls would have to stay with her. But now, she'd rather have her own space now. It's good that's happened. She hasn't had to have any traumas to grow. Everything's been nice around her.
I feel, you know, with the show, we really achieved what we set out to, because the 4 of us have got quite a lot of experience in musical theatre, and we just felt like we wanted to incorporate that into the show. And I feel it makes it just a little bit more entertaining because there's more variation. And artists who I admire and look up to, people like Madonna and Michael Jackson, Janet Jackson, they sort of do the same thing too. It's always like a big theatrical, you know, presentation, which is when, you know, some of them kids there, they've been saving up all their pocket money to buy tickets to go to this show. So I want to give them their money's worth.
Just can you please take your seats and we hope that you enjoy our show.
Thank you very much. We're having a little bit of a trauma. We did start out originally with quite a full cast. There was 5 girls and 7 boys. Now tonight on stage we've actually got 4 boys and 4 girls because all the dancers are dropping like flies. Everyone's getting injured because they're not looking after themselves properly, so I've been shouting at them. And some of the poor lads have had to learn brand new routines in like 5 minutes to come on stage. It does annoy me because at the end of the day it affects my performance, and I'm not having anybody else jeopardising my performance. It's just not fair. So, and I'm not a person to speak up a lot, But, you know, if something gets to me, then I say my piece. So I went in and I told the lads. And the thing is, the age of them all, do you know what I mean? They're all a lot older and a lot more experienced than me. Like, as dancers. And they've been on tours. They've been on tours with Take That. They've danced with everyone. Do you know what I mean? And it's like, you should know better.
Hi, baby doll. It's Amy. Oh. What would I do without a mobile phone? My mum's the first person I call. And then I give her my number and then she can call me whenever she wants. I think when I first started out, I didn't think it would be so fast. Even though we do go to all these countries and see all these places, we actually don't. We see a hotel room, an airport, and maybe the gig. Things I miss most is just my family, my cat, and my bed, really. Keep the telly in all night. And I always have my pictures next to me. It's very important to make, where you're staying into your home for me. I mean, sometimes you don't get time to get your pictures out because you're there literally a night. But like, at the moment we're staying here for about a week, Chicago. So I try and make it as much, get my pictures out, my CDs, put my music on, stuff like that, because otherwise, you feel a bit empty, I think. It's nice to have things around you that you recognise, instead of just hotel lamps. You can become comfortable. I think since, especially for me, I've become so much more independent. I'd go mad this time 2 years ago, but I feel much more independent now, so I don't find it as bad at all. I mean, by the end of the week, sometimes I feel like, oh, I'm leaving my little room, because then you go on and you stay one night here and there. So sometimes it becomes quite homely.
We are in Chicago. We have 36 days left, 19 days left, and that is 4 weeks and 6 days left.
19 shows.
19 shows. We are counting. We've got like one of those things in prison, where you...
It's not really that bad, but we just we're a bit homesick. Well, the shows are wicked, but we got a day off today, so we're looking at me.
Yeah, that's it.
Well, there's only so much shopping you can do, isn't there?
Just to get a bit of fresh air.
Boring, but it's nice to check out. Everywhere we go, we like to get a feel for the city and see what it's like. Chicago's really good.
I think this is one of the best places in America.
It's really, really smart. It's like you get the best of both worlds because it's got Lake Michigan, which is massive, and it's got a bit of a beach, and people run and rollerblade and bike ride and stuff down it. And then you just come over the road, and it's a big city centre, and you've got wicked shops, loads of restaurants and hotels. So it's you get the best of both worlds. It's like LA, but
I'd say this is my favourite city, actually.
I like Chicago, but I think I like New York.
I don't like New York.
I like LA as well, for what it is. You have to appreciate LA for what it is, because it's all a bit fun.
This is cool.
For me, sexy, I'm not saying for everyone, but for me, the way I like to look is I like to wear tight trousers and a little top, but then to make it cute, so it's not so sexy in your face, it's more cutie sexy, then I'll put my hair up, or I'll wear a little jumper cardigan with tight trousers instead of being so in your face sexy.
It's Sunday today, and we found out our chart position on Viva Forever. But Nancy should be ringing soon. I mean, we've had an indication for the midweek, but We always say the show isn't over till the fat lady sings.
No, it does. It's just a very weak zip because it's meant to be tight, you know. It's meant to be really tight.
Have you seen again?
Happens every day.
You get me this, but in different colours as well.
You've got it in the blue. In Bloomingdale's.
And can you get me loads of pairs of these? But what size are these?
Medium.
Can you get me medium and extra large?
It's always difficult to release a single when you're away because it's hard to promote it. I think it was a shame what happened with Stop. You know, that kind of made us a bit, didn't it? When Stop didn't go to #1.
Yeah, but it went to #2. Yeah. But it broke our little running. Hi, is that Nancy?
It's not properly.
Okay, I'm okay.
Whoa.
Should we just put it on? We'll try and put it on speakerphone so we can all hear you. Yeah, baby.
It is on speaker. Go on, lift your finger up. Hello?
Hello, can you all...
Oh yeah.
Yes!
Okay, congratulations.
Hey! So how many did we sell in the end?
By an absolute mile, 277,911.
Oh my God! Is that our biggest single?
I think Virgin should buy us all them Jaguars as soon as they bought
No, the Mercs.
Yeah, they should buy us the Mercs.
Top of the Pops obviously has to try and have the best selection of music from the charts. The Spice Girls are #1, and they couldn't come over because they're in the middle of a tour. So the mountain comes to Mohammed. So we're going to basically shoot Viva Forever this afternoon, right after they've sound checked, and get it back to Blighty and turn it around for use in Top of the Pops this week. If we could get the other two cameras set for the close-ups, that'd be nice. 3, 2, 1.
Hi, we're the Spice Girls, and we are back on Top of the Pops.
Thank you for making Viva Forever #1.
Sorry we can't be with you, but we're on tour in America. We'll be home on the 1st of September.
So we're here in Chicago, and for you Top of the Pops, here's Viva Forever.
I'm a Sutton photographer, and basically I'm out here to do a picture of them. 7 singles going to #1, so we've got to get a picture for Monday's paper. Consequently, we're doing it now. I'll wire it tomorrow, and hopefully it'll be front page, or it's certainly in the Bazaar column on Monday. Spice Girls go to #1 again.
Will it be in colour?
Yeah, so prompts, colour props, 7 balloons, 4 bottles of champagne, showing that they're in America, stuff like that. it's tabloid, but it works, you know, I mean, because basically that wall could be anywhere. It could be in Sheffield, it could be in Birmingham, so you've got to make it Americanized. I don't particularly want a Stars and Stripes flag, but you're just thinking something. I've even disposable, look at these. Champagne glasses. Champagne but portable for photographic bags. But you couldn't tell that's not Dom Perignon crystal champagne. We try everything. I mean, this is getting too dark now to do the picture properly. Okay, but I you know, I don't want 30 seconds and they're off because you know, I've got to make this work. I bought a studio light and I thought I can't be asked to set it up out here because it's daylight. Now I wish I'd set it up. I am not being a prima donna. I'm just trying to do my job. Hello.
How are you?
I'm very well, thank you.
Good.
Right, typical tabloid things. We've got 4 bottles of champagne. Can you just shake them up and spray them?
Girls, yeah.
Sorry, can you get in?
They're a bit really big math, aren't they?
I need one picture with them. Right. Caroline, can somebody hold them? Right. That's it. Yay! If you can come over and just and then pass the balloons on, just bring them back. Next. That's brilliant. Yeah, bring them. Oh, some of them, they're almost like around you.
That's it now.
Thank you. Bye bye.
Like that one. Go let them go.
Thank you. It worked.
With all the travelling and everything, I mean, that is the hard part. Being on stage is easy. I mean, it's very physically demanding, but it's so enjoyable. That is just the easy bit. But it is the travelling that really takes it out of you. It's, you know, finishing a show, late night, getting on a bus, getting on a jet, you know, you're not getting into bed till like 3, 4 o'clock in the morning. And sometimes you feel like all you are doing is travelling. It feels like you don't stand still for like 2 minutes.
Everybody in LA is pumping gas, you know. They all want to be like actors and actresses, and there's so much falseness here. There really is. I mean, I didn't really, you know, think that there would be. But yeah, it's true. You know, all the stories that you hear about, it's true, and there's so many cliches. You know, last night, for example, in the Four Seasons bar, I was talking to people, and they knew that they were going to be famous. London, they knew that we were going to be famous. Then you go off to like the next people, and they know that they're going to be, you know, a famous hairdresser in, you know, 6 months, a year's time. There's no, it's just unbelievable. It's really crazy.
106.7 K-Rock, KROQ. Congratulations, Ralph, in Santa Monica. You just won yourself tickets to see Bare Naked Ladies in concert upcoming at the Horde Festival. Actually, a bunch of concerts coming through town. Don't know if you caught it last night, but the Verve were in concert down at the Arrowhead Pond, put on an amazing show. Down there, you know what I'm talking about. And in concert tonight and tomorrow night. Sold out tonight at the Forum and sold out tomorrow at the Blockbuster Pavilion in Devore. It's the Spice Girls in concert.
I've got new curtains coming for your bedroom.
Oh yeah, the ones you can't see in.
Yeah, blackout blinds, so you can put it down now.
Yeah. Because they know where we are now, don't they?
Well, we had a coach load of people outside the other day. A whole coach
What, like
load. A coach. I heard this go, listen, that big noise. I thought, first I thought it was a lorry, so I sort of looked out the window. And there's all these faces looking in going, you know, video cameras. Going,
oh, looking in the house?
Yeah, looking in. But what we'll do is we'll get some conifer trees and we'll put them in front of
Should
the...
do.
Yeah.
And we're allowed the wall now, but we've still got to get permission for
lights.
Lights.
Got to get the lights.
Oh, pain.
You want to tattoo him one day? You want to tattoo a house on the Ray? Come on.
Robert, this is the bomb dad. Hang on, line up your toes. There, line
This
up.
is the that
bomb.
side. Oh, I've done mine. Then I've got that side. This is bullshit.
Jim, just the bomb.
I'm gonna get cow tattoo for these. I'm getting drunk. We got to shave his head. I'll get punished by my mum. Shave his eyebrows. Japanese are not allowed.
She made us all do the tattoo.
She made me shave my head off.
I've got some that rating.
They won't have the job unless we get tattooed.
I'm doing my best.
You land in a city, you know the entire center of that city's attention is on the act that you're traveling with. Everybody wants to be part of this tour. It's got a lot of power.
Has that surprised you? This act?
I guess it did surprise me in the beginning because I wasn't as familiar or involved. And as I began to get more familiar, and especially with how famous they are in England, I understood the phenomena more and more. I think actually the first show in Miami was a crash course in how powerful they are. And a lot of it's about synchronicity, I think. When someone taps into an unconsciousness that people need to have filled, and these girls seem to have tapped something that's just incredibly powerful, and people are responding to it. It's sort of a combination of our culture needing this to happen and them being there at the right time, giving us what we needed. That's what I've seen anyway, and it made sense after the first show.
Slow it down, baby, gotta have some fun. Right now, right next to you, I wanna thank you. Hey, right now.
Whoopi Goldberg lives here. Steven Spielberg. Walter Matthau. Here, this is owned and was owned previously by Jane Mansfield, the lady that was decapitated down in Florida, but it is lately been owned by Engelbert Humperdinck. He owned it and painted it pink. Barbara Streisand's. She has a beach home, and this is her city home.
That's what I want, like that you can't see anything.
Yeah, it's just all
doesn't look very nice, does it?
Yeah, but I think that's a great idea. Look, you can't see anything.
Oh, I thought you meant the gate. Yeah, the gate doesn't look very nice when it's got the...
No, I mean Wouldn't get any photographs of that sunbathing, would they? Certainly not.
It would have been nice for Victoria to be able to tell her friends herself, rather
And
than
my
picking
family.
Up, yeah, and her family and David's family, rather than picking up the paper and reading it.
And it's a bit inconsiderate as well, because obviously, I wanted to make sure everything's totally fine myself.
And so also being away from home makes a difference, doesn't it?
It's just inconsiderate, I think. It's really inconsiderate. Wait till I find the person who leaked the story. Who's that? Who's that? Is that you, Ted? Oh, hello. Sorry, I thought you were David's dad. Yeah, oh really? Are they all outside your house as well? Yeah, I'm fine, thank you. Looking forward to coming home. Thank you very much. I'll see you soon. Bye. Hello. You're not going to believe who's just rung me. Your nan and granddad? Yeah. Your granddad went, hello, it's granddad. I went, who's that? When you find out you're pregnant, it's just nice to have your family around you. You know, because your hormones are flying all over the place and there's part of you that does feel a bit sad when you're on your own. I remember sitting down and crying to my mum saying, I can't do this anymore. I'm so tired. I'm so exhausted. I just want to go home and sleep for a year. When you're actually part of it, you can understand. You just become very impatient because everything has to be done so quickly all the time. And everything has to be perfect.
How long are your tours usually? I go off from June to September usually. Usually I'm not in Phoenix, but I get out of here in the summertime. And I can take my kids with me. So I got a 17, a 13, and a 5-year-old. And they love the tour buses. They just live for touring. You know?
It's fun when you're that age, isn't it?
Yeah.
But when you're our age.
Traveling on a bus with, you know, with people that you spend all day with anyway. You can guess on.
Now this is a travelling didgeridoo, but you can pull it in half.
It's an existence, you know, which doesn't really exist. It's a very strange life, especially in this country. I mean, I love the country, you know, in some ways, but, you know, there's certainly no other country in the world like it.
Showbiz exclusive, are the spices in crisis? Emergency meter to discuss, meeting even, to discuss future. We've also got, which is from the Star, Mum to Be, about Mel B. So these are all the newspaper reports coming in of, first of all, Victoria being pregnant and now Mel B being pregnant, which is all the tabloids following us and after us again, really. There'll be lots of stories over the next few days, and our approach now has to be the girls have to get together with Elizabeth, work out a statement and release it to the press, really, you know, giving our position on things. But this is all part of the Spice Girls and the press and their relationship, really.
As we speak, the papers are saying that there's a huge crisis. Is it just one of a million crises that you've weathered before?
Well, the thing is, we don't actually have crises. The papers just think we have. 2 of the band are pregnant. Big deal. So what? There's millions and billions of women pregnant all over the world. What is the big deal? You know what I mean? It's fantastic. It's It's so great, especially both of them in really good relationships. You know, they're both looking to get married, settle down, you know, and they're having a child. It's a gift. You know, and it's like, oh my God, the band are going to break up. But why? I mean, of course they're going to have to take time out and, you know, give birth, whatever, look after the baby. That doesn't mean the end of the Spice Girls, for God's sake. Women work. Some women have to work. I mean, okay, we could sit back and say, you know, I can chill out, I can take a year out, whatever. But some women work right up until the last minute, don't they? I mean, so it's just another thing, and everyone's just waiting for the end. It's just a big story, innit? Very boring. The papers are so. You just know what's coming next, don't you?
When the world found out that both you and Victoria were pregnant, they called it a crisis.
Even in Kathmandu, they knew we were pregnant.
They called it a crisis.
Oh, that's just the British media. And the thing is, they really milked it on teenage pregnancies. Right now, we can take an angle on the whole kind of Britain thing. Let's kind of make Spice Girls responsible for teenage pregnancies, even though they're not teenagers themselves. Let's make out they are and blame them for that. Which I found funny. Yeah, there is a problem with teenage pregnancies. Yeah, there is. It's not our fault. We're not telling everyone to go out and get laid without using a condom.
People leave me alone. It's just the photographers that don't leave you alone. Can't even bloody sunbathe because of them. I'm not going to come back here. Photographers and paparazzi and that kind of thing, I don't really have it. They don't really have a kind of, they're just pigs, you know, not English and not American. Really, they're a breed of their own.
Let me protect you.
It's a bit of a tragedy. This is one of the best covers I've actually ever done. And I have no hairdresser.
So it's do-it-yourself day.
So it's do-it-yourself, and it's a really important photo shoot for me. And
What is this cover?
Esquire, Christmas issue, which is going to be quite good. How are we doing? Shall I start my hair?
Yeah, should you see this?
Oh, it's really nice. Yeah, I like that. We like that a lot.
A lot.
A lot. A lot.
Have you done your own hair before?
Not for a while, no. Is this the kind of thing that you had in mind? No such thing as too much, you know.
That's too much.
I am only joking.
Victoria's always been in a way, quite a private person anyway. Because she's been in a relation with David for quite a long time. They've got a kind of private intimacy that's required to bring up a child.
You're actually probably the person who's closest to her, aren't you, on the tour? She told you first about the baby, didn't she?
Well, all the rest of the girls know first, and then I kind of knew kind of afterwards. And I think she wanted to let me know that, so that to expect and start thinking ahead.
Does it hurt you, some of the things you read about them?
Yes, you do, because you know more or less, like, you know, 80% of it's not true. It's, you know, lots of some you read in tabloid papers are either made up or misinterpreted. And you just, you know, if you, well, it's like, you know, it gets to the point now where they're like, I'm like, you know, they're like my friend, really. And no matter wherever you go, wherever you are, if someone says bad something about your friend, it hurts you. You know, because they are your friend, you feel like you want to stand, you know, you do want to stand up for them, saying, well, it's not, you know, that's not true, that's not what happened. And, you know, it does hurt you when someone says bad things about your friends, you know, because it's like, you know, being hit by someone.
How much are you looking forward to going home?
I can't explain. I feel so sick. I feel sick about it. I'm that nervous because it's been such a big, massive build-up, and it's like we are like that close now. 2 days, and it's like I just can't believe it. I can't believe I'm actually gonna get there. I remember looking through my diary, and it was like pages and pages and pages.
Will the performance in Dallas be?
I think I would be really upset. Really upset. Because although we have got some shows when we get home, it's like, it's a big old family, isn't it, the tour? and it's a security blanket. And having the luxury of being able to sing live on stage, you know, week in, week out, and it's all going to be taken away. It's really going to freak me out.
Hey, last show. I'm not excited, I'm still. I'm seeing David tomorrow. I haven't seen him for 2 months. I can't remember what it's like to cuddle. It's like this. And I'll go, whoa. I go, come on, baby.
You didn't want to make this film, did you?
No.
Why not?
I just didn't. I just think... I don't know why, to be honest. I just didn't feel the need. You know? Didn't feel the need, really. But I'm sure it would be wicked. I'm sure it would be great.
You're not really in it, though.
I know. But I tell you why as well. It's because, you know, it's nice to let the others get more, get attention and get kind of, you know, found out about, if you want to call it that. You know, sometimes I feel as though, because I am so it's nice to just take a step back and let somebody else step in for a bit. I think.
There aren't very many bands that have actually completed an American part of the tour. The Beatles didn't complete it, they left early. So for us, that was something that we could come home and really be proud of, is the fact that, you know, obviously there are times when you're tired and you don't want to get up on stage and it is very hard. 2 of us were pregnant and we didn't miss one show. So we're really proud of the fact that we've actually done 103 shows and completed every single one of them.
Yeah, we were here anyway, dropping somebody off. Oh, right. So you just sort of got wind of it.
Yeah, well, I had another 10-year-old staying with me as well, and they've all been dressing up as Spice Girls and dancing around the house. But the other one's just gone on a flight back home.
Right.
So she'll be gutted to have missed it.
Ladies, all this way. Okay.
Ray, please.
Thank you very much. Cheers, girls.
Thank you, bye-bye.
Spoiled.
Is he? Oh, yeah. Going for the biscuits.
Lord. 2.